Welcome to the
We're
podcast.
here.
For everybody watching, I have Kyra.
Yes.
Yes, and we're not going to mention the technical difficulties we just had, but we are back.
We are
I
back.
did mention them anyways. Okay. All right. So, give me a little breakdown where you're from, a little information on yourself, and we're going to go back into what we were just discussing.
Yeah, totally.
We'll give. I don't want to make you re-explain everything. So for the people that are watching, we just had little issues so you grew up in California.
Yes.
Near the Bay Area.
Bay Area.
What was the name of the city?
Redwood City.
Redwood City. Okay.
Small suburban town.
Okay, cool. And then you went to a conservatory art school in Boston.
Yes.
And what was the name of it again?
Boston Conservatory.
Boston Conservatory.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Right on Fenway.
All right. I'm like such a big fan of Boston, but I still haven't been. I need to go.
I hate it.
I just want to see it. I think I just need to see it. Okay. So,
Hey.
but you were.
It is pretty though. I will say that.
Yes,
Nature's
that's what I'm
pretty.
saying. I need to see it.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay, so just give me a little bit more of the breakdown of what you were doing at the school again.
So I went there for musical theater, graduated, got my degree in musical theater, bachelor's of fine arts. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just going in there, I was definitely like the most eccentric person there.
Yeah.
I stood out the most. Yeah, I don't know. I realized while I was there that it was just kind of like maybe something I wasn't fully going to continue to pursue after the fact.
Yeah.
Depending on where my life takes me, but it made me kind of realize like, oh, I might not fully belong in this world.
Yeah.
When I was there.
Well, yeah. So give me that breakdown of, because we spoke about before. Like you said you didn't immediately feel like you could embrace your full self there. It kind of took some time to build up into the point where you kind of got like that fuck it in your system. You were like, I don't care what people think of me. I'm gonna do my thing. And I mean, I feel like that is like the core of theater, right? You know? So how did you get, you know, like being yourself and just being fully out there and committing, you know what I mean?
Committing for sure.
Right? So how do you feel like you built from when you started to getting to that comfortable position to where you ended up?
I felt like kind of like the black sheep going in, to be honest. Like I was very much like had a lot of dance background and I loved musical theater. I did it in high school and I was always the lead and whatever. But I felt like, wow, I just lost my train of thought.
No, trust me, it happens all the time. You felt like we're talking about the transition to gaining confidence as a performer.
I felt kind of like a black sheep there. So I had a really big dance background. So going in, I feel like I didn't know as much. And I feel like people knew that I didn't know as much about theater as everybody else in the musical theater world. But I've always had like a natural talent with acting and performing and whatnot. And so I had to kind of like, I think I was scared in the beginning.
Yeah.
I was scared of
judgment, what people would say.
Yeah. I think I was scared of like what people thought and like what people would say about me. Like, oh, she's the dancer girl, like blah, 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 blah. But I wasn't really able to like voice my voice, if that makes sense. Like I wasn't showing my full ability in my singing. I wasn't able to showcase that until later on in my school career, where I felt like there was a switch and I was like, oh, actually I am that bitch. I can do all of these things. You just haven't seen it yet. And that's where I had to like really just realize like, I can do this. I can do this better than you. I can do this. You know, like, not even like that. Not even like the ego thing. It's just like,
you have to think if as a performer or as anything that you do and that you care for, you have to believe that you are doing it to the best of your abilities, and if not the best at doing it. You know what I mean? And it's not. I don't think it's. It depends on how. I mean, how you said it is definitely not like an ego. It's not an ego thing, but you know, some people would use it like as an ego thing.
Right, totally.
There's a difference, and I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and in the beginning, it might have started out as an ego thing, and that's why it was like really scary for me to, just like kind of be my whole complete self.
Yeah.
In the process.
And I feel like, I mean, like I said, I've never been to Boston or Massachusetts in general, but like, I can feel like it's a very conservative.
Oh, I was the weirdest bitch out there.
Yeah.
I was walking in my platforms.
Just like at daily life, right?
Like everywhere. Everywhere.
I was it's like real like Boston shit.
Yes,
right?
real Boston shit.
Word.
It's like very socially conservative, even if they want to say that they're politically liberal. Like,
Yeah.
it's very socially conservative, very segregated. But yeah, like I feel like I had to hit rock bottom in my school career. Like, I don't know. It was weird. It was like I had to hit like a low point of like where I was like, oh wow, I'm like kind of like sabotaging myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just being too scared. Like, just like, shutting down when people would like criticize me or like my teachers didn't understand me.
Well. Or like,
absolutely.
Not taking criticism well.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't even that. It was just like, I felt like people didn't understand me.
Yeah.
And like my teachers didn't understand me. And they're like, why are you look like that? Why are you dressed like that? Like, we're in a movement class. Like take off your whatever the fuck I was.
I think I saw you post this meme over Thanksgiving. It was like, why are you dressed like that? The whole family's like looking at you, and it's like somebody
100%.
Like,
100%. That is me.
Yeah.
Every holiday, anything, anytime. And I've always been that way. Like, I've always been into fashion and makeup and just being extra as fuck and being someone who stands out.
How was that? How would you say it was received, like, as an overall from like your family and stuff like that? Do your parents like embrace it?
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah. Yeah, growing up, it was always okay. Like, my parents were the most supportive people.
Yeah.
And they did everything that they could to put me in dance classes at a really young age. And yeah, like, definitely had really, really, really supportive parents, especially my mom. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's not here anymore. Love you, Mom. But so yeah, she was like my rock for sure. And
did she do dance as well, or
she did choir. She was a little bit more introverted than I am. But she definitely did like choir. She was musically talented, and that definitely helped me with my ear and stuff with singing and all of that stuff. But yeah, they were definitely really supportive of me being crazy and extra, because I've always been that way.
That's cool.
I was like belting when I was like 2 years old. Like, there's videos of it, like. Yeah.
Were you in any like talent shows coming up when you were a kid and stuff like that? Like, where your parents have like old footage of you?
Oh, absolutely. Performing? I mean, I like grew up dancing like every day, 6 hours a day. Like, like it was like
for
the
real,
thing.
like dancing. Okay,
yes,
cool.
yes, that's like dance. Tap, jazz, ballet, hip hop, contemporary, you name it, I did it like all day, every day. So we had like recitals and shit, there's so much footage of me, and like I was like in this group in my dance troupe called like Singers, and we would like do a sing dance.
Wait, you were
thing.
A dance group called the Singers?
It was like I was in a dance studio where we had like a lot of performances, and within that we had a group called The Singers.
The Singers, okay.
And it was just like people who could sing in the studio.
Awesome, okay.
And so we would always perform and all of that. So I have like, not necessarily talent shows, but dance shows, singing shows. I think I was in a talent show once, which I just kind of remembered that now. But
I did Bye 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 in a talent show in 5th grade.
Oh, shit.
That's NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
NSYNC.
It's NSYNC. Yeah, that was my shit.
Hell yeah.
I fucking did that, dude, for sure. When I hear of dance classes, I just think of, I was watching this video that I just go to it every once in a while, of that, that old like 80s video of like the white lady teaching you how to hip hop dance.
Oh, absolutely. Like, oh my gosh. She's like, oh,
this,
and she's wearing the fucking.
This is hip hop. Pop. Shake.
I'm dead. That's the best video. It really is. She's wearing like jazz sneakers, and she's like trying to do like hip hop walks. Yeah, like I don't even know. It's so funny.
Hip-hop. I feel it's like that. It's like that scene from Save the Last Dance with Julia Stiles.
Oh God.
Like this.
Like, why'd they have to cast her? Right.
Dude.
That part.
Did you see? I saw, like, I don't know how I came across this video, but it was like somebody actually like critiquing her dance audition and how bad it was.
Terrifying. Like, did she even use a like stunt double? Like, she needed one. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I had to go back and watch it. I was like, this is not good. They made the music, like the music made it. You know what I mean? But
Absolutely.
Shout out Save the Last Dance and shout out Julia Stiles. So that was a good
Totally.
movie.
You know, I fuck with her as an actress. Like,
who else was in that? Mekhi Phifer was in that too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Mekhi Phifer as well. Fuck. Classic.
Wow.
Okay, so you were up in Boston doing this, and then you came to New York. You've been here for 4 years. What brought you here?
You know, as every person says, to pursue the dreams, right? I mean, I was like originally like, oh yeah, maybe I'll do some musical theater auditions, da 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 da. And then I got here and I was just kind of, you know, doing work to just live, you know, just survive. So I like taught dance fitness, which I still do here and there. And yeah, I mean, I just moved here really just to pursue dreams, but I didn't realize like that I wanted to pursue music in itself as much. I mean, I've always wanted to do like be a pop star. Like that's what I wanted to be when I was younger.
I saw a video of you prancing down South Beach saying you're the biggest drama queen. I want to talk about this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, that's hilarious.
I did. I did some searching. I did. I listened to your song.
You went far back.
I did. I went back to the shit. It's 2021. I went back to like early 2019.
Yeah, word.
I didn't want to go back too old. I was just like, let me just keep it relevant.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But yeah, so wait. We were talking about bringing you to New York. I like forgot for a second.
No, you're good.
And chasing the dream.
Yeah.
So what? And so you wanted to come out here and doing like you thought.
Well, I mean, I wanted to get into fashion. I started to, you know, people started reaching out to me about like fashion shows. I walked in like Gypsy Sport, New York Fashion Week stuff. But not like anything that I could be like, yeah, I'm like a model or anything like that. It just kind of like I was getting into the scene, going to parties that was like for that and whatnot. And on top of that, I was like trying to figure out if like musical theater was still something that I was like kind of pursue. And then I realized like it's not really the world I want to live in. So
going to auditions and working at a restaurant.
Yeah, it's just not for me. I mean, like not to say that I'm not doing basically that still, you know.
But like actors and restaurants go hand in hand. I used to work at a restaurant and it was all actors and musicians.
Word.
You know?
Yeah.
Would you like any more?
Yeah, okay? I'll take some. Thank you. But yeah.
Yeah. And so I had like, you know, same thing. I came out here for college, and then like when I had it in my head that I was like gonna chase all these dreams out here and stuff like that, and it was gonna work like how I had it planned out in my head. Tell me a little bit about that. Like what happened when you moved to New York? Did you run into any roadblocks? Or
my God, so much.
Yeah, talk
like
to me about
probably
that, I know,
the worst and best years of my life.
Exactly. New York will hit you in the face. And I will say this, like New York has the ability to tear you down a lot, but it can literally be one night that will make up for all of it. You know what I mean? Like
I'm still waiting for that one night.
Still waiting for that one night? Well, you know how
I'm kidding, but
you know what I mean though. Like it could be like you could be having like 2 months of just straight like whatever. It was like blah blah blah, and then you meet somebody or you have that night where something happens. The spark of New York. What New York is the essence of New York.
I've had many nights like that,
and then it gives you that extra boost. It gives you that kick to like, okay, wait, all right, I gotta restart here. You know, that's what I like about New York. Sure. It will like a washing machine, I guess. It'll spit you back out and then you dry up and get back to normal and shit.
Totally.
Yeah. So I've
had many a night like that.
Because what did you like? You moved to New York, and so you wanted to do musical theater. But what did you end up doing?
But I also wanted to pursue music. So I mean, I started writing music. I'm working on my own music. Started writing. Started singing more for myself. Creating more for myself. Working with a bunch of random people, anyone who would work with me for free because help, you know, like that's where it started. And then I don't know. I just really was doing the most, anything I could do to like stay afloat with money and like I was stripping, I was like I said, I was teaching dance fitness. I was stripping at this place called Pumps, which is in Brooklyn, which is a lot of like alternative girls like with tattoos and shit.
This is how I will get. I was referred to you by a friend that I think worked at Pumps, but she worked with you at a private event.
Oh, okay.
This girl Violet.
Oh, yes.
She's one of those alternative. Like, she's the very tattooed. She's kind of short.
I remember. Yeah.
Violet. She goes by Violet. Yeah, I don't want to say her real name, but
yeah, totally.
So she referred me to you, and I don't know. It's cool. I've noticed like in the last couple of years, like the whole embodiment of women empowerment and how women choose to use their bodies and whatever they choose to do is gotten so normalized, and it's cool to see that. Talk to me a little bit about like the dancer lifestyle, because I have like a bit of I used to DJ. I DJed at a strip club back in the day.
Yeah.
And
in New York?
No, in Florida. I'm from South Florida.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Yeah. It was a weird experience. I liked, because I used to DJ, like when I used to DJ like music that really wasn't like on the radio and stuff like that.
That's cool.
You know, nice stuff.
Yeah.
And then
nice stuff.
You know, then I would DJ. I DJed in a
nice.
strip club, and I had to deal with like the house DJ like telling me like, no, you gotta play top 40, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyways, but yeah, talk to me.
Club scene shit.
Yeah, talk to me about the club scene stuff. Like, what was that like?
Well,
when you said you came to New York?
I started dancing at Pumps literally,
Okay.
And Pumps is different than any other strip club that you'll ever go to.
How so?
I
haven't been to Pumps.
It's very dive bar. They play a playlist of
just
whatever the owner put on, you know what I mean? So there's like a lot of rock, there's a lot of alternative, there's like a lot of it's interesting, like the array of music that is being played. It's like a titty bar. It's like there's like stripper poles, but it's just a bar that you sit at. It's very small.
And are there performances like where you come out to a song that you choose and stuff like that, or is
no.
it kind of just everybody just floats around?
It's you're on for 15 minutes and you have like a set time throughout the night. So every hour on the hour, every like hour 15 or whatever it may be. So then you just go out and you dance to whatever songs play, and then you go off, you collect your tips. And then you can do like private dances and that's basically it. There's no like private room stuff in this particular spot. It's just like dances. And then you also get money from like champagne, which is like this disgusting fake like champagne.
What do you mean champagne? Like selling champagne to
so
the clients,
yeah, if you sell champagne, like if you ask them to buy you a champagne, like it's
like
$20. No, not even a bottle, a fucking glass.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's this disgusting champagne. Yeah. It's like so super sweet, nasty as fuck.
Yeah.
You would get a token from that champagne, just like you would from like a dance. So like that's how you make $10 from that champagne. So the club or the bar, the club, whatever, makes $10. You make $10.
Yeah.
And I would always have like the bartenders, because I was cool with them, like fill it up with like sparkling water, because like I'm not drinking that nasty shit, you know what I mean? So I was just drinking water that they spent $20 on.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing. Okay, so they would buy the champagne, and then it was like a thing to like you have to drink it with them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like if they were to buy you like a tequila soda, you know, like something like that.
Just like take it and walk away.
You could. But it's like, then why? Like I don't know. You have to you have to play the game for sure. Spend some time.
Tell me about like the behind the scenes stuff, because we all see those videos on World Star of like all the crazy fights that happen in strip clubs and stuff.
Oh my god, not there.
And all the drama behind the scenes. Tell me a little bit about just like the lifestyle of like things that you run into with other girls, or you know.
It's a no. It's a no for Pumps. Like everyone's friends.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like the couple girls that don't get along, but we all were like super chill, like and like we would all like help each other and like make it a party, and like it was actually really great. Like we had a great thing going. Like I was friends with a lot of the girls.
Yeah.
But that's not like every club. Like I've tried to work at different clubs, like in Queens.
Okay, that's okay. I have a friend that also worked it's like 3 floors in Queens. There's like a 3-story club in Queens. I want to say.
What's it called? You don't know.
That's why I can't think of the name.
Yeah.
I always forgot the name of it. But she would tell me like crazy stories, like because it was like a big place where all the rappers would go, and like people were like bottles were getting thrown and like shit like that, and like stuff.
So I literally worked one night at, what's it fucking called? Why can't I know? Yeah, I mean I'm like,
I feel you. I'm horrible with names.
Like what's it called? I don't know. It's the club that fucking 6ix9ine always goes to. But anyways, the one night I worked there, like I went in and got hired, and I worked there one night, and the one night I worked there, he came in and like made it rain, like I don't know, lots of money.
Yeah.
Probably like 10 grand. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's
more.
That's always so interesting to me too. Is like,
but these bitches.
Yeah. Talk
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. Keep telling me.
These
bitches
bitches
something else.
were insane there.
Yeah. Talk
like
about
it because it's a make it rain club, so they're running and scurrying to fucking get their bag, and I'm like, I am not prepared for this. Like, you know what I mean? It was like different. It was like culture shock almost. Like
it's like a pool.
Oh shit!
Like
what?
A tit pool? Like you gotta like split all this shit, or they
yeah.
just
Well, you have to like whatever's in your area. You have you have to get that shit. You know what I mean? If it's like someone's making it rain crazy, like anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like whatever you get, you keep. Or if like you're on stage and it seems like it's interesting. It's like you have to maneuver with all of that, and that gives me mad anxiety. I was like, it's a no for me.
Yeah.
But like kudos to these.
Yeah, I would feel.
Fab hoes who can do that.
I would feel weird if I was like a Magic Mike dude, and like I was all these women, all these older mature women. Like 'cause that's usually the crowd for like the men clubs, right? Like the old mature women, you know. According to Magic Mike. But like, I would be like, yo, if I would feel so weird if like girls, like these women were like throwing dollars, and like me and all these muscle bound dudes were like wrestling.
Wow, I actually love that image,
dude. It's vivid in my head now. I can't. Yeah,
that's actually kind of amazing.
Just like all these dudes wrestling for dollar bills.
I love that.
Just acting mad aggressive.
I love that. That needs to be like recreated. Like actually, like that needs to be created. No, I'm gonna create that.
Do it.
And I'm gonna say. You gave me the idea.
All right, cool.
That's fire. That's hilarious.
It could be a funny skit,
We're here for it. We're here for it.
It could be a funny skit, honestly.
A skit, a music video, like
anything, yeah.
I could see that. That's
for you,
fire. That's fucking fire.
We'll get into your music later. We're gonna get into that.
Period.
But that could be a good video for you, yeah.
I was just thinking that. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
Lit.
All right.
We love it.
Perfect.
I want some oiled down men.
Yeah, I got you. I don't got you, but I got you in my head. Like I know what your idea you're talking about.
You're like, I'm not doing it, but I got the idea. We're here.
Well, I got to charge. I'll recruit.
Right,
the talent.
exactly.
I'll just do a bunch of Craigslist recruit, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Okay, word.
But talk to me back to like the dancing thing. It's always amazed me, like, because I hear from other girls that like. It's so weird that it's like a freelance thing. Like you can like travel across the country to all these different clubs and like be like, hey, I'm here for. Can can like I'm here
days.
for like a week.
You could just work,
and you can just work.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely really cool. I've never actually done actually I did that in LA a little bit, but it was kind of hard to get hired in LA to be honest, because some of these clubs out there are crazy. You know, like these girls are insane on the pole and they have like fake bodies and which fab, like do your thing, but I'm obviously not there. So it was just kind of like hard to make like a lot of money in LA, but I've never done it in like Vegas or like Miami, which I think would be really dope, obviously.
Yeah. Strip clubs in Miami are wild. I used to live across
They're
the street
crazy.
from 11. I don't know if you know 11.
Yeah, I've been there.
I've never been. I used to live right across the street from it. I never even walked inside. Never.
Yeah.
I've only been to like other ones. I've been to like Cheetahs.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of old school, right?
Cheetahs is fire. And then there was like I've been to like this shit called, it's not even, when you hear the name of it, you're gonna be like, oh, I know what place this is. The strippers were smoking like Black and Miles and shit. This is like where I'm from.
Oh my God.
It's called Porthole Pub.
Oh wow.
Oh yes.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, the strippers in there were like smoking Black and Miles and shit.
Well, that's what I mean. I like the strip clubs that are like,
I like that shit.
Have character.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like this club scene caca. Like,
Yeah.
You know,
no,
like I
feel you.
can't. I just like I don't relate to it. Like I mean, yeah, like if you want to go and like get fucked up, sure, and there's all these things and it's crazy and there's like whatever, that's fun. But I'm just like it's not like fully my scene. So I'm like, I don't really care for it, but yeah, I just like a strip club that has like character.
Yeah, I feel you. It's got a nice vibe. I think the first strip club I ever went to was in Jersey. No, the first strip club I ever went to was the Porthole Pub, the one where I'm from, back in Florida. That was fun. I'll never forget that one.
That sounds fun.
I was like,
sounds like a good time.
I got kicked out for not buying drinks.
Yeah.
That was when I was young. I was broke though. I was like,
I understand.
I was 21.
I get it.
I was probably like 20, 21.
Yeah, just don't go in then.
I mean,
or
I
at
paid
least
for a
spend
dance.
them.
I paid for, but they were like, I paid for 2 dances.
They just wanted you to buy drinks.
But they wanted me to buy drinks.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm already drunk, bro. I'm here. Why do I have to pay you?
Right, that's kind of lame.
Right, and they kicked us out
fuck
for that
these
shit.
places.
Yeah. So you said you danced in California a little bit, and then you said you danced in New York. What's like?
Well, I didn't dance. I didn't strip in California.
Okay.
I was just actually dancing.
Actually dancing.
Like, not that stripping is not dancing. It was just I was taking dance classes in California. Like I grew up doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so tell me, so you've been dancing. How long have you been dancing for? Like out
Stripping?
here? Stripping out here for?
It was probably like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it was probably like 2 years off and on, to be honest.
And did that like play hand in hand with your fitness classes that you're doing?
Play hand in hand.
Like were you doing like pole like the workout classes and stuff like that, or
no? I was doing 305 fitness, which is like dance cardio fitness.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. We have like.
Do you still do? Are you still doing it or?
Yes, but because of the pandemic and everything, it's
virtually,
not.
Or
yeah,
no?
It's virtual for sure. So I'm like filming things, but it's very. Not as much as I was, obviously, when the
So how does that work now? Like, what do you like? How do you?
So we film. We just film. We have like an app, and I go in like 1 day a week, and I film
in a space.
Like a couple, in a space in our studios, which are not open.
Okay.
So I film like 2 or 3 classes, in that 1 day, and then they get uploaded to the app.
Yeah. And are they? Do you have like a pay, like they're paying you for stuff like that to do, right?
Yeah, they are. Okay.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But like, it's definitely not as much as it used to be.
Have you ever thought about doing it on your own? Like starting your own website and having people like subscribe to your website?
I feel like you have to
put in the work.
Yeah. I did a little bit of that. It was kind of like slow though in the beginning of like when all of this happened. So I kind of didn't go in that direction. But yeah, I don't know. I have too many things on my plate that I'm like trying to focus on. So it's like hard to maneuver around like what to do. Like, I don't have like I'm not certified in fitness. Well, like I am with 305, but I don't
like
have
a personal trainer.
Yeah, I don't have
exactly.
So like for me to start my own brand or something like that could be tricky and hard since I don't have that. I mean, I guess you could still, right?
You could start out. I mean, you could get a couple of your friends just to pay $5.
And maybe that's something I'll look into for sure. But I'm just really focused on my music. I'm like, I'm very.
And so, okay, so let's talk about the music. When did you actually like first step foot in a studio? Like actually to record, or because you said you've always messed with music, but I
think I was 22 or 21.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't remember the exact like time or date.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How was it? How was the first experience?
I've
done music before. Like I used to do a radio show and stuff, and we did 2 songs. We did one was like the intro for our radio show, and then one was just a regular song we did. And I remember the first time I was in the studio, I was so nervous, even though I was with like 2 people I knew.
Yeah.
You know?
I wasn't nervous as much as like I just didn't know exactly how it worked fully. You know, I wasn't comfortable in that because it was obviously my first time. So, I wasn't really nervous. It's like I knew what I wanted, and I knew. It's like you practice that beforehand, singing wise or whatever you're doing. And so, But it was kind of like you had to figure out, oh, I should sing this in a different way because it doesn't, come back.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's
figuring out how you sound on a professional like voice, like on a mic is
different.
It's difficult. It's very difficult because like like people think that when, like for example, like some of like the rappers that do like the auto-tune thing, like the A boogies and stuff like that, like that's actually very, very hard to do. You know what I mean? It doesn't just automatically happen with an effect. Like you have to be able to like work your voice in the right way to like make it sound like that. You know?
Absolutely. And when it comes to auto-tune, I don't record with auto-tune on already. A lot of people record with it on. My ear doesn't like fuck with it because I feel like it's a messing with what I'm actually doing. So I usually record without it, and it's rare that I use it. Yeah. Like I'll use it just a little bit, just to make sure that
add a little reverb on there. Right?
Well, yeah, that's different than auto-tune, but definitely reverb always. Yeah, always. But yeah, I just usually record without it and then just add it on a little bit just to make sure that everything is in line. Like all my keys are good. Yeah. All my notes are good.
Talk to me about some because I listened to the Gates of Hell track and I want to talk about that in a little bit, but like I want to kind of get a little bit of like background of like what kind of art. I mean, I try not to ask these questions because I want this to kind of just be like really just a conversation, but I'm interested in like what kind of artists you kind of grew up on listening, because I listened to the track, and before we get it, I want to say it's got like a very like a like a dance, like kind of, like a little vibe. We were listening to it before I got here. Yeah. Before we got here, and I was like trying to like figure out. I was like trying to understand like the influence and like who this could be like influenced by. So talk to me about. You want any more of this? Or are you okay?
I'm good for a moment.
Cool. Talk to me about like some of the artists.
I'm a lightweight, so we'll take a break.
I feel you. We've been doing this every week, so like got used to it.
You're like I got this.
Yeah. But I usually just pass out after this. No,
I mean. To each his own. I kind of grew up listening to a lot of Prince. Okay. A lot of Michael and Janet Jackson. I don't know, but the people Diana Ross, Donna Summers, those are the people that I like look up to. Black Box, In Vogue.
I can see like all the Donna Summers, funky, the very like flamboyant, like very in your face, like
100%. Diva superstar, I don't know. I love like 90s, 80s house dance music. Like that's kind my of vibe I got from for it. Sure. So I like kind of want to repurpose that, but in a way that's new and theatrical and me. And
have you worked on you said we already had the video idea from before.
Sounds.
But have you worked on any videos?
I haven't. It's a very expensive thing to do, and I don't have a team or anything like that as of now. I will, but
you got to shoot it on your iPhone.
You think?
You can. People shoot it all the time.
Well, that's true. Like, didn't Lady Gaga do that?
You can do some bullshit video on iMovie. You know what I mean?
That's true. Well, I just care so much about my art. It's like it's literally my baby, and
you want it to be perfect. Right?
I really want it to be amazing, and I will do it. And I'm actually talking to someone right now about ideas about shooting Gates of Hell music video. So that's definitely going to happen within the next month or so. So yeah, be on the lookout.
All right. So I did see, what's the record label that it's under? Boston?
Bowser?
Bowser.
Oh, it's not. That's not a record label. You just have to fill that out. That's my last name. The fuck?
No. You have my phone's.
Yeah, it's not a record label. You have to fill it out.
Oh, really? It comes off as like a record label. You should.
Bowser record label.
Yeah.
That's my last name.
Awesome. It looked like I was like maybe she's starting her own label or something. Like I knew
that
it was
would be
like
fierce. I'd love to.
I never heard of that, so I was just like Bowser, like, and it looked, because that's where they always put the label that the artist is signed to. So I was just like, okay, maybe she's like starting her own label. You know?
You have to fill it out. Okay. So I just made it Bowser.
All right. Well, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not signed to anyone. I'd love to be.
Sign yourself.
That's true.
Sign yourself to Bowser Records. There it is.
I know.
Bowser Records sounds kind of fire too.
It is fire. Like I was like, that works.
A BR like a
Mario Kart.
No, like like you know how like the Rolls Royce logo is like RR,
Oh yeah.
like a BR.
Okay.
Something. It's gonna be fire.
Yeah, that could be cool.
That could be cool. Yeah.
All right.
No, so yeah, I just
I'm
was
into
like,
it.
so talk to me about the single though, Gates of Hell, because I was like the name threw me off because I was looking at your page and I was getting a vibe for who I was gonna be speaking with, and I was just like, before I listened to the song, I think in my head I thought it was gonna be something like dark and aggressive, but then I listened to it and it was just like, you know, the message behind it, Gates of Hell. But the vibe is like I said, it was kind of like on some like 80s shit, like 80s and like,
absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, I think the misperception of that is it's not supposed to be taken literally at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very much about sex, and that's it, basically.
Yeah.
Like kinky sex, basically. And it's just talking about like going to the dark side for a night, like getting fucked up and having crazy sex, basically. Yeah. So that's kind of where that came from. But it's definitely not like dark or.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
like,
very theatrical. It's
yes.
It's very. I wanted to paint a picture and I wanted to have a whole story, and that's kind of. Yeah, I don't know.
This is the only song you've ever recorded, right?
No, I have so many songs recorded.
Cool.
It's the only song that I've dropped.
Have you ever danced any of your work?
Dance?
Yeah, have you?
I've choreographed and danced to my stuff. I've just not posted
Awesome.
anything as of now. But yes, I choreograph, I dance, so I have definitely done that to my songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what's the next thing for you musically? Like, what are you trying to put together a project? Are you trying to work with? Are there any like artists out here in New York that you're? Because when I look at you, you know who you might be. I feel like you probably know who this girl is. I met her through some mutual friends, but this chick, Big Clit.
Yeah.
You know her, right?
Yeah, I went to her. Yeah.
Okay.
I know her well.
Yeah, I figured you might know her.
I know her semi well.
Are there like New York?
I'm a big fan of Big Clit.
Yeah, and I know Jared, the producer, the full tech
word.
dude. Yeah, and I'm interested. Like, are you in that scene? Are you trying to work with any of these people out in New York that are?
You know, I'd love to make a song with Big Clit.
I think it would be good.
I think
first here. We're gonna look at all these cameras, and we can put close-ups on if we want to. You know.
Okay.
You heard it.
Yeah, I went to her recording session one time.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was super fun to watch her work because she just is.
It's probably wild as shit.
Yeah, she's wild and it's a lot of improv.
Yeah.
She's just going, okay, run that back. Does the next 2 lines, run that back.
Mm-hmm.
Does the next whatever.
Yeah.
It's lit. I don't work like that at all. I have to have a plan.
Yeah, you don't punch
I have
in.
to.
Yeah.
I mean, I can improv vocally like afterwards after I have the outline of what I'm doing. But it's cool to see someone just kind of spit like that.
How I met her, I went over to Jared's house for some other shit, and I walked upstairs and she was there, and they were working on one of her videos. I forgot the video that it was, and the dude Jared was like, "Yo, man!" I still remember how he explained this beat to me. He was like, "Yo, man, this is like some dentist drill shit, like some dentist drill shit."
I love that though.
And he like played it, and like they were like showing me the rough cut of the video, and that's how I discovered her, and that's how I found out about her. And then
Jared, is that the first person that she worked with, like to create
full in the cut? Full tag. They like that little tag or whatever.
Yes.
In the cut.
Fire.
That's Jared. Yeah, it's like
that's like her best work. I will say with him.
People were saying
that's what I think.
I've heard that from other people that I've showed her music to. I still like her, but I feel like that was the original. That was like the wave that attracted people to her.
Well, I don't think it's on Spotify anymore, but like Big Click 2028.
Yeah.
That album is so. Like, literally, it's chef's fucking kiss. Like, it's so fucking good. Yeah. Because there's so many levels to it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I feel like
the videos, too. The videos are always, like, super creepy.
They're crazy. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like performance art is a huge thing. And I feel like she really plays on that. And I love that about her. Because I have met her in person. And she's actually kind of quiet and chill.
She is, yeah.
And I think that's what's so cool about artists is that you can have a persona and really like play with that, and you can have and have millions of different personas. I mean, I think she is a really like crazy bad bitch. Yeah. But I also think she's also really chill and low key and like knows when to
Yeah, I've seen
chill,
seen her at
you know, like
parties, just like in the corner chilling. You know,
that's
what I
what
mean?
I'm saying. It's like she's a vibe, and it's more of like a performance art thing, and that's where I feel like I'm like I respect her because of that.
Yeah.
I like people who are outrageous and different and weird.
Do you think that, or I shouldn't say do you think, do you feel like you're able to separate the two? Like, because some people get caught up in the image. You know what I mean? Like how you say, like she portrays this image in her rap, but in real life she's very chill and kind of like relaxed.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's something that you gotta be like wary of? Like,
no.
Because I feel like if you're not really necessarily like aware of it, you put yourself unknowingly into the position where you're playing this character all the time in real or regular life. You know what I mean? And it just automatically becomes that character. So it's good to be able to separate yourself and like.
Yeah, but I feel like I feel like for myself, it's very me. Like I've always been having a lot of like different sides to me, and I think that it's okay to tap into all those different sides and still be like the core of who you are.
Yeah.
But I really am crazy and out there and yada yada yada, but I also have a really chill, sensitive, reserved side. Yeah, I can come off shy, and people have told me that before. Cuz like if I don't feel comfortable or whatever the case may be, like I can be quiet. But I feel like if you know me, I'm the craziest bitch. I'm wild. I act a fool in public. Like it's very Leo shit. Okay, that's all I can say.
That's what I'm saying. The video of you